Are you wanting to sell insurance successfully? Are you an aspiring insurance agent, or are you a struggling agent looking for your place in the insurance sales business? If so, this video is perfect for you because I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to sell insurance successfully without any of the typical BS that you're going to hear. Greetings and salutations. This is David DeFord at DeFord Insurance Group, where I train and recruit agents nationally to sell things like final expense and Medicare, both face-to-face and over the phone. And let's jump right into our topic of the 3 top tips to be successful at selling insurance without the BS. So first of all, and most importantly, you have to do your due diligence. The biggest problem that I see since I've been in the business since 2011 is agents jump into bed with the first thing that they see. They don't take the time to carefully consider, is this agency I'm joining, is this opportunity that I'll be selling actually all it's cracked up to be? Is it something that actually will give me the best opportunities for success? Is this something that I can leverage to the abilities that I have to make the kind of income that I want? Because many times what you'll find out as a new agent, what you're promised is not exactly what is delivered. In fact, one thing you may not be aware of is the vast majority of the insurance sales opportunities you see are insurance multi-level marketing schemes. They show you their Ferraris, their fat stacks of cash, their planes, and they wow you with the materialism like a magician would, showing you a sleight of hand, but what is it the other hand that's doing? They're shortchanging your commission. They're getting you to think about recruiting instead of selling. And they're selling you a line that just frankly doesn't work for the vast majority. And this is why over 90% of insurance agents fail in their first year, because of these nefarious relationships with the wrong organizations. It's something you can prevent. But what it takes is you to slow down, to recognize that such a great opportunity like insurance sales may be a good idea to consider a little bit slower, to make sure that the first choice in the agency you join with is the last choice. The last thing you want to do is to bounce around from organization to organization or join an agency without due diligence to find out they're nothing like they promised, and eventually get a chip on your shoulder, to get burned, to think that this business is a racket, that the only reason it exists is to benefit the top of the food chain, or to sell leads, to not sell insurance, or to recruit and have a real bad taste in your mouth. And a lot of people leave the business because of that. So you can avoid a lot of this by doing your due diligence. So a couple of things I'll suggest you. Of course, you guys know I recruit and train agents to sell insurance, but I do have some resources you may want to consider. You can buy my book. It's called The Official Guide to Selling Insurance for New Agents. It's my green book. I got a couple of books. It's a 100-page quick read. It'll give you a really good analysis of what this business is like, so that you can decide how to go about it to see where you're the best fit for. It's like $4 on Kindle or $10 for hard copy. You can find it on Amazon. And then if you want to go to my website, daviddeford.com, there's a link in the top of the menu called the New Agent Guide. And it's a free resource guide with lots of helpful articles I've written that will help you, again, give you a better idea of where the best opportunities lie in the insurance sales business. Tip number 2 here is to always remember that insurance sales is a numbers game. This is something that commonly gets lost in the process of getting up and running. The ultimate solution to being a successful agent is to have enough people to talk to, as we say in the business, seeing the people. If you don't have enough people to see or talk to over the phone, if you're doing telesales, then you're not going to be in a position to succeed to the maximal extent as possible. The problem in this business is this isn't something that's heralded as the most important aspect. A lot of people, frankly, overvalue the sales training aspect. I think it's important. We do lots of sales training. We do 14 hours of sales training a week in my training. But that doesn't upend the importance of enough leads to fill up your day with enough prospects to see. See, if you don't have enough leads, it doesn't matter how well your training is, you're not going to see the kind of success that you could. So you got to come into this business being ready to have a strategy to fill your pipeline full of prospects, whether that's some kind of free lead system or network marketing or paid lead system. It doesn't matter to me. Just make sure when you jump into this business that you've got a system that you can tap into to send you weekly, consistently, leads to see and sell insurance to, because without that, you don't have any chance of success selling any kind of insurance product. Last but not least, please, please, please value finding a mentor. You need a mentor to be successful. I don't care if you've been successful or not in other businesses. It doesn't matter. You need somebody who actually has been where you are as a newbie and who has progressed through being a newbie to being a professional top producer to show you what steps to take and what landmines to avoid. Mentorship is really important. And the problem in this business is you don't really necessarily get a lot of that depending on if you join one of these insurance Kool-Aid drinking MLMs. The mentors that you see, guess what? A lot of them have never actually sold anything. They're professional recruiters, or albeit worse, they may actually just be brand new recruiters that were told to recruit by their uplines, as opposed to going out there and selling. What you need is somebody who's actually been where you want to be and can instruct and guide you on how to be the best version of yourself in this organization or in this agency that you're joining. This is what I do in my company. I take agents and train and recruit them to become top producers. And what I teach them isn't something that's out of a book or based off of a lack of experience. I've sold full-time for many years before starting my agency, and I failed the business and come back and been very successful. So I feel like I can communicate a lot of value to my agents and help them duplicate the kind of success that I experience while avoiding the failures I experience as well. If you don't have that kind of mentorship access, you're going to struggle in this business. It's going to be a lot harder than it has to be. And don't downplay the importance of a mentor. Because when you don't have a mentor, you're going to make a lot of dumb mistakes that you wish you would have never had to. And it's going to cost you a lot of money in lost leads or possibly lost opportunity and stuff that can be easily avoided with having a trusted sidekick or mentor say, hey, look, you probably shouldn't do that. So make sure in your organization you're looking to join, you have access to a mentor, somebody who's going to actually walk you through this process, train you, consult with you when you need the help, and give you the most that they can. So bottom line, my no BS guide to being a successful insurance salesperson. Number one, do your due diligence. Number two, don't forget that this business is all about activity. It's a numbers game. Always stay busy with as many prospects as you can. And number three, find a good mentor. Without a mentor, you're doomed to failure in most cases. My name is David Duford, owner of Duford Insurance Group. If you'd like to learn more about how I train and recruit agents nationally to sell final expense and Medicare, both face-to-face and over the phone, click the links above and below. If you'd like to leave a comment, feel free to. I answer them all. Feel free to subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you'd like to as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.